Hi guys, it's Sam from the True Queens of Wax. This is my week in wax. You're getting a very real me. It's Sunday night and I'm thinking I have not filmed this video yet. I better get on with it. So yeah, my hair is bedrazzled from the drizzle on the rugby pitch this morning from watching the boys, and yeah, this is just, I don't know what this is, but I will bring you the wax and I will bring it on a Sunday night. I'm hoping to do another couple of videos as well, so we'll just kind of go with that. My top says it all. Be kind to the bedraggled Sam. Okay, so the bag is looking quite chunky this week for things I have melted. So let's see what we've got in the bag. Oh, I've got some eye now. That isn't good, is it? Right, so hold it out. There's a good few things in here. Okay, let's just get straight on in, shall we? Right, let's go with two from the same company to start off with. Let's go with Foxglove fragrances. So I finished 2 tubs this week. I'm actually melting this one right now. So let's start with this one. This is 1,000 Wishes. 1,000 Wishes is a Bath & Body Works, the American, I think it is Bath & Body Works dupe. It's super girly, it's super pretty. It's kind of got a perfume vibe to it, but I'm not a big perfume fan necessarily. I don't like that feeling of walking into a room and thinking, oh, somebody's got too much perfume in, you know, which I think some perfume melts can do. But this is sort of borders on that, oh, I can smell perfume, but it's not too much. It's very pretty, like I say, very girly. Foxglove fragrance version is really, really good. Now, Hannah adores 1,000 Wishes and melts it like a lot. I melt it when I'm in the mood, but she highly rates the Foxglove fragrances version, and she makes so many different companies' versions that you know is a good one. I love it. It's on now. It's beautiful. It's strong. It's true. It's a true dupe. It lasts ages. So yeah, totally. If you like your girly stuff, definitely 1,000 Wishes. Definitely Foxglove fragrances version. Try it. The other Foxglove one I've finished this week, so I think that one I've pretty much been melting for the last couple of days. I've been getting through the whole tub. This one I'd already used half a tub of. It's called Sweet Sugar Dust. It was done, I think, as a charity pot, and it had a couple of colours sort of like layered in the pot. This one, now this one's really interesting because Hannah and I both had this, and Hannah really didn't get on with this at all, and I think I know why she didn't get on with it. Because it is basically, it's very sweet, which is a very Hannah thing. It smells like sherbet without the fizz, which is also a very Hannah thing. But it has this hint of bakery, and it is, oh my God, it is such a hint. Now, I like the raspberry cookie dough, and I think we had lemon cookie bar, that type of stuff, where there is a hint of bakery, because Hannah and I aren't bakery fans, but that tiny hint kind of satisfies me, I think. But I wonder if that's what's put Hannah off. I loved it. I really, really did. It was really strong, really sweet. If you just like strong, sweet smells, I think you'd really like this. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if they're still selling it or whether it's something that you can request. But yeah, Sweet Sugar Dust, both from Foxglove this week. Very good. Right. I think they're all going to be, it's going to be like the arc coming in 2s. Next up, we've got Scentsy. So, finished this one this week. Fairy Tale Pumpkin. I think it was a scent of the month. I want to say it was either September's or October's scent of the month. This was really good, actually. It was a good performer. Very pumpkin-esque. It is 100% autumn. Really 100% autumn. I was actually really keen to finish this off because it feels so autumny. I almost want to be done with it by Christmas. It's a good one for being a scent of the month, I think. So if you're still, I don't know if it's still available, but if you're still into your pumpkin-y type scents and your autumn vibes, then yeah, definitely in terms of performance, it performs well. Put 2 cubes of that in a burner or a warmer, and you can smell it. You can smell it at a decent strength. I have no complaints. No regrets buying that bar. Just threw it, but no regrets buying the bar. Would I be buying it in the middle of summer though? No, definitely an autumn scent. And the second one, oh man, blue, right, I don't know if it's agave or agave. Can't remember. And melon. I flipping love it. Love, 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 love it. Now, I put it in my kitchen. I put the first half in my kitchen ages ago. And I liked it, but I wasn't quite happy with the strength. Now, let me explain something when I say I wasn't happy with the strength. I've also had this in the fragrance flower. Now, Scentsy, if you are randomly watching this, which I doubt you are, you need to bring back that Scentsy flower. That is the best performing Scentsy flower I have ever had. I had it in my bathroom. It was absolutely amazing. I swear if you bring it back, I will be the first one to order that flower next year. And I think the problem was in my very sort of larger open space kitchen, I wasn't getting the strength I got from the flower. So I was like, well, the wax is good, but it's not the flower. Anyway, flower ran out like over a month ago. So gutted. And I bought it on a sale, which is why I'm really worried they're not going to bring it back. And I hadn't melted it in ages. And I thought, well, I'll just put some of this upstairs in my bedroom. Oh my God. So amazing. So amazing. I want it back next summer, Scentsy. Really fresh. I think I might have left a bar in my Scentsy Club. Scentsy Club is where if you've already got the bar in before it goes out of stock, you can reorder it. I really hope I do so I can reorder it. It's really, really fresh. It reminds me a little bit of Blue Grotto, their other scent, but like a fresher, just a nicer version. The melon just definitely gives a freshness. It's very vibrant and very fresh. And when it was in my bedroom, it was really strong. So I think I was just so overwhelmed by how good that flower was. Nothing could compare. I'd be interested if I can get another bar to try in my kitchen again and see what I think in that wider open space. But yeah, I just love like really fresh scents, and that definitely did it for me. Right, what's next? What's next? There was another two. We have got Darley Llama. So I've melted two this week. Foxy Feline. Now, Darley Llama do, I can't remember what it's like, Darling Dog, as in D-A-W, something like that. They do a dog one and a cat one. And they are supposed to have like odour eliminator for pets, pet odour eliminator within them. I have a dog, not a cat. I used to have a cat. But I didn't like the idea of the dog one as much. I think it said it was a woody scent. And I was like, oh, I don't know what woody scents. I'm not going to go with this. This one had, I think, like, had lots of things. But apple was definitely in there. Cucumber. Watermelon, maybe? It was a really sort of all those fresh things. A bit like my blue agave. Like, I like that kind of fresh scent. I kind of went with this one. And I really did enjoy it. Do you know what? There was an element of it. And I think, I don't know whether it's because there's the odour eliminator in there, but I felt there was a bit of a likeness to Pet. You know the Pet eliminator, the dupe of, oh dear, is it Zaflora or something? Something like that. And I felt like, am I imagining it? Because I know that that's in there, but this was like much better. I'm not a big fan of that Pet odour eliminator dupes or the scent of that one at all. This had a much prettier vibe. I did really enjoy it. It performed really well with impressed with the performance. Yeah, I really liked it. It's one of those ones where I was really happy I bought it. I was really happy with the performance. I really enjoyed it when I had it. Would I rush to buy it again? Probably not. It wouldn't be on the top of my list, but not because there's anything wrong with it at all or because it wasn't impressive or anything. Just like that was a solid, good melt, but not one of those who were like, oh my God, that was the most amazing thing I've ever smelled. I need it again. So yeah, definitely recommend it. Don't know. I would say try it. It might be for you one of your absolute top favourites. For me, it's definitely a good performing one and definitely that's worth the money. You get a lot in your bag as well from the Darley Llama for your money's worth. Then we had Neroli Sorbet. Now, Neroli Sorbet I had in one of the giant jelly babies. Now, I'd already melted about half of my jelly baby. This was really intriguing to me because when I melted that first half before, I remember it being a lot stronger than the second half. Now, I had left it and it was like open in its bag, and I do wonder whether, like, you know, like we've had it, it's ages since I melted it the hot summer. I'm like, oh no, scent got out of it. It did perform, it just wasn't the proper, it was more of a background scent, whereas when I melted it the first time, I remember it being a lot stronger. The reason why I like this one is neroli is often added into scents for things, you know, to make it kind of relaxing and calming, which I need. But the sorbet really freshened it up. So it's quite a unique scent on that front. I would say buy it and I would say try it. The only thing, either tighten up your bag or maybe buy it in a smaller thing and use it up quicker. So that once you've used it, you know, you've used it. I don't know why. I was that, or I'm remembering it a lot stronger before than it was now. But yeah, another good one. Right, let's go. I feel like everything has to be in twos. We have got, what have we got? I feel like I dropped one. I did drop one. I'll have to find that in a minute. Okay, next up, this company, Little Insults. Look at those double those people. I'm in love with it. Okay, so first up, I did share both of these with Hannah. So there were 6 cubes, chunky cubes at that. So she had 3 each, and I had the other 3. So let's start with dupe. So this is just gorgeous. It is simply gorgeous. It is the male aftershave, but of all male aftershaves, it doesn't really smell male. It smells a bit female-y to me, if I'm honest. Just really fresh, clean, not heavy, not, you know, not aftershave. You know how, like I say with my bakery, you know, there's certain ones like, don't really like bakery, you'll probably like this. This, I feel like if you don't really like aftershaves, you'll still like this. It's such a good scent. Such a good scent. Performed really well. Have absolutely no complaints. Would definitely recommend dupe. It was just lovely. It really was. And then we had cherry. Now, for those who've watched our channel over the last couple of years, you'll know that cherry is not a favourite scent of mine and Hannah's. Normally when we're offered to be gifted things, they go, is there anything you particularly like? Well, we don't really like bakery and we can't do cherry because of headaches. We didn't say this on this occasion, but we got this cherry and I'm in love with cherry. I'm not even joking. This was beautiful. Like, just beautiful. I can't put it any other way. Oh, it's such a good cherry. It's not, I've melted a lot of black cherry melts. I wonder if that's what's put me off. It was, I would say, somewhere between a background, well, I would say it was strong, but it was on the lighter side of strong. So we have the background scent, which is good. It's just in your house and it's, there you go. Then we have the strong, which is like, oh, that's a good strong melt, blimey. And then we have the blow your crowns off. I would say it got into the strong category, but maybe just, which is such a good thing, because I think the cherry melts that people make are often way too overpowering, and I love strong melts, but I can't hack it, and it gives me headaches, makes me sick. This did not. There is something about it that was maybe not as fresh cherries. It's more like a slightly more girly, sweety cherry. Oh, it's just lovely. It's so pretty. Do you know what? If you'd asked me a year ago, would I ever be sat here saying I love a cherry melt? I mean, I'd have laughed in your face and said, don't be so stupid. That is a really good melt. It's changed my mind on cherries. I have melted one recently, which was cherry slushy, which I ended up liking. But just for one that's cherry, it's insane. It's insane, I tell you, people. Insane. Right, next up. The animals came in 2 by 2. Got Yvette's candles. So we have got, now I've just got to say, Yvette's candles, first of all, we have a discount code, which I forget every time. And I want to say it is TT, the True QOW, the True Queens of Wax 10. TT, the True TTQOW 10. I have put it, I've reviewed this week, Boss Orange, which was a blow your crowns off. Ridiculously strong mount. And I have put it down there. So if you want 10% off this company, then definitely use that. They have given us the lovely Tony. A man. I don't often get men giving us stuff. The lovely Tony has sent us a lot of aftershave and perfumes. And as I've said, I'm not a big fan of them. And he's turned me around. I'm actually really enjoying them. They've all performed really well. Like, we haven't had a dud yet. Hannah's been like, I can't believe how well these are performing. I'm like, neither can I. Not many followers on Instagram because Tony mainly sells at like craft fairs, that kind of stuff has then, I think, then come into Instagram. So if you want an account that you want to follow, because they're going to end up big on Insta, obviously they're already big, but then this is the account to follow. They're just, wax melts are consistent performers. Right, these two. So this is probably the lightest one that I've had so far from them. It's Thai, Lime and Mango. When I say light, I would say this is probably a background in the house scent, the only background in the house scent I've had so far. Everything has been either strong or blow the crown off. So yeah, that was nice. It was a background scent. I wouldn't say it's my favourite Thai, Lime and Mango I've ever melted. But it was a good melt. But that's not the one you want. No, people. Well, first of all, you want Boss Orange with the insanely strongness. Sea Breeze, baby. Sea Breeze is where it's at. This was ridiculously strong. In fact, this will, when it goes up, eventually be getting another blow your crowns off. It's so strong. It's a manly scent. And it does have, you can tell where it's Sea Breeze. There's a bit of saltiness to it. Hannah would hate it because of the saltiness. But yeah, just manly, a clean, manly, but salty kind of scent is how I would describe it. And ridiculously strong. You are not going to need a lot of that wax to get a good performance, and also long lasting. I don't often put more candles on, but recently I'm being better at it. And yeah, I can't remember if I was definitely on my third candle and it was still going strong. Like an amazing performing wax. I cannot tell you enough how well these melts perform, Yvette's candles. I really can't. If you're like, I want consistent performers, for God, try them. Please try them, particularly if you love your perfumes and your aftershave scents. Okay, we then have, now I know, oh there we go, 2 pots. So next up we have Amyzing, as in amazing, but Amyzing because it's Amy. I've melted 2 of theirs, of Amy's melts this week. Now, performance-wise, both very, very impressive. But there is a scent here that I absolutely adore, and there is a scent here that I really do not like. And again, it's pure personal preference. Let's start with the one I don't like. First of all, let's just say, performance-wise, perform beautifully. I've got no problem with it. This is a preference thing. But this is Orange Bitters Cocktail. Now, I've never had Orange Bitters Cocktail. I probably won't after melting this melt because I don't think it'll be for me. When I smelt it on cold, I remember smelling a bit of orange. But actually, when I melted it, I couldn't really get any orange at all. It's a very... I don't like it. It's a very kind of like manly smell. It smells, I don't know. I described it to my husband as like a sweaty man rather than like a nice smelly man. I got him to smell it. I was like, please smell this. Am I going insane? And he said he didn't think it smelled like that at all. He liked it. I said, would you choose to have it on? He goes, probably not. But, you know, it's not bad. That was his view of it. I just can't get on with it. I'm so sorry Amyzing melts. But I will say it performs really well. So if you like orange bitter cocktails, then that's for you. However, what I am loving scent-wise, again, ridiculously good performer, Floating Lotus. Oh, now this, baby, this was good. Oh, I can smell it now. First of all, I love the idea of lotus scents. Or, I don't always put lotus in it, do they put lots of other things in it, but that idea that it's quite a fresh and the aquatic, because I'm not big on florals, but I do like some of the aquatic florals because they're just a bit fresher. And this just smelled strong, because sometimes with those, they're not strong smelling, and this was really strong. I put it in my dining room where I work, and I was saying to Hannah the other day that I reluctantly put things in there because they don't, or I don't know why, you don't get like some rooms that are just dud rooms. And that can be a really dud room. So if I do put a melt in there, I'll often go then put it somewhere else if it's not smelling, because I can't rely on the fact that it's the melt, it's the room. I put it in because I'm working in there, and I was like, I really want to smell this while I'm working with it. And it performed amazingly. It definitely a strong scent. It's just really pretty. Like I say, aquatic floral, which just has a lighter, fresher sense to some of the heavier florals with, you know, your heads and the flowers. One shot pot, that's all it needed. Definitely loving that. And finally, the only animal that didn't go in 2 by 2 this week is, and I did actually put up a review for this, the cottage wax melts. We love the cottage wax melts. This was pumpkin spice, super strong, really strong melt. Smelt exactly as the pumpkin spice. There's lots of people doing pumpkin spice. Smelt like gorgeous, autumny, just cozy pumpkin scent. So yes, pumpkin spice cottage wax melts. Love them, absolutely love them. So I'm just going to quickly pick up the ones I threw on the floor, because there we go. We need to do my favourite 3 and my strongest 3. As per usual, I have not thought about what I'm going to pick, which is a little bit of a problem. Right, I think strongest, just have a look. I'm going to go with Yvette's Candles Sea Breeze. Amazingly strong melt, absolutely perfect strength melt. I mean, ridiculously strong. I'm now going to really struggle as I'm desperately trying to think of everything else. I am also going to go with top 3 for strength. Top 3 for strength. I think I'm also going to go with Foxglove Fragrances 1,000 Wishes, because it is a really strong version. Loving that. And my third one for strength, I'm struggling because they're all like kind of like an equal set. Do you know what? I'm going to go with Cottage Wax Melts Pumpkin Spice. I'll tell you why, because I had little hearts and I put it on and it like just seemed to spread like and go quite far. So yes, I'm going to go Cottage Wax Melts Pumpkin Spice, Foxglove Fragrances, 1,000 Wishes and Yvette's Candles Sea Breeze, my 3 strongest. And then my 3 favourites this week. Oh, this is going to be hard. I am going to go with, breathe in. Okay, I'm going to go with, just to blow your mind people, the cherry from Little Insults. So good. To be fair, I was sat there thinking for a minute, shall I have both in the top 3? That would probably be my number 4 dupe. But cherry from Little Insults, yes. I'm also going to pick Amy Zing's Melts Floating Lotus. Loved it. Not many florals I absolutely adore, but that aquatic one, definitely. And finally, I'm going to go with Scentsy's Blue Agave and Melon, which is really cool, isn't it? Because there's me sitting there going, this is amazing and I love this, but you can't buy it. You might be able to buy it next summer though, and certainly if there's any Bring Back My Bars, I always think this is really useful. Scentsy do something where you can bring back your bar and you can vote for bars they don't do anymore to kind of bring them back. And they list loads of lovely names that many aren't strong. I keep finding in the Bring Back My Bar, they bring back stuff that aren't strong and I'm like, why are we bringing back stuff that are not the strong ones? But Blue Agave and Melon is definitely worth it. I personally am really hoping that Scentsy brings some of this back, particularly the Scentsy flower and the wax next summer, because I think it would be really good. So that is my week in wax. That is my top 3 strongest, my top 3 favourites. You should definitely check out Foxglove Fragrances, the Darley Llama, Little Insults, the Cottage Wax Melts, Scentsy, Amy Zing's Melts, Yvette's Candles. I think I got them all. I'm not entirely sure. I'll make sure that on our Instagram account, they'll be clickable. You can click them on the photo for the video, so you can go straight to their accounts. Remember about that Yvette's Candles discount as well while we're there. Yeah, my week in wax. Lovely. It's my week in wax. My crazy hair. I am going to try and video another new company's melts now that we received this week and give you a little bit of a sniffathon, so do check that out. Otherwise, I will see you next week for my week in wax next week, and then we can see what I melted then. So we're getting ever closer to Christmas. Cool guys, thanks, bye.